Hi there, I'm Suzanne, Head of Carer Support here at Mobilise, and I'm just dropping by to let you know about our Cuppa this afternoon. So it's Wednesday the 8th of December, the Cuppa's today at 4 o'clock. Anyone with a caring role can join. We're on week 3 of just a short series of a coaching group on quality of life for carers. So do join us, even if you've missed the first 2. It's not too late to join. We'll kind of do a bit of a catch up, and the session works on its own just as well as if it's part of a series. So coaching is a conversation and a process that allows you to think and grow, to draw on your own resources, things like your experience, your characters, your strengths. It's a bit of space to reflect, become more self-aware and learn, and essentially it's moving you forwards to become the person you were made to be. And working as a group, we bring about new awareness, fresh perspective, encourage one another and hold each other accountable. And each of these sessions will have time to think, a little short activity or reflection as we work through. So I'm going to talk you through a little bit about what we're going to be doing today, so that even if you can't join us, you can have a little go on your own at home with the activity. So we're talking about quality of life. And quality of life, there's lots of different measurements for quality of life, but what's really important is what matters to you, what's important for your quality of life. And in terms of measurement, it's how you measure it for yourself, against how you've been and how you're going to be. So the change in quality of life is important. So not about comparing ourselves with others, but how we kind of focus on the things that are important to us. We've been taking a look at what quality of life means to us and trying to sum that up and really identifying those things. So that's a first activity to do. And then we had a look at what good quality of life could look like. So Claire led the session last week where we did a bit of imagining a clear blue sky and things popping into our mind that would give us quality of life, to help us think a bit more broadly and a bit bigger sometimes. So today what we're going to do is go on a bit of a journey to help us understand our journey to get a better of quality of life. Now, we may never reach the destination of perfect quality of life, but we can plan a journey and take ourselves on a journey that allows it to get better as we go along. So we're really working with that kind of analogy, if you like, that metaphor of a journey, to help things just pop into our mind and build up a sense of where we're going to go and how we're going to get to having this great quality of life and improving our quality of life. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to take a piece of paper and use that to map out, whilst I talk you through some reflections, just to map out a journey. So you might be drawing a map. It might be some really strange squiggles and words and pictures, but basically the idea is you just sketch whatever comes into your head, jot down any words, etc. So that's what we're doing. So feel free to pause, go and grab a pen and paper, and then off we go on our journey. I'm going to go fairly quickly so that we don't spend too much time really doing deep reflection. We're just really grabbing whatever comes into our head, because that's can be really helpful sometimes. That can be really powerful. So the first thing, as we start our sketch, I want you to think about, what do we need to pack for our journey? Imagine that bag, and what do we need to pack for that journey? This journey to a better quality of life. And hang on, just as we think about that, perhaps the bag is already a bit full. What do we need to offload first before we start packing, or before we begin our journey to a better quality of life? Have a little think with that. Now, we're not going to spend ages planning this journey. We don't have a detailed map. Maybe we're just going to plot out a few milestones along the way. So what might be the milestones along the way in your journey to a better quality of life? And then what are your first steps? How are we going to make a start? What comes up when I say that to you? Those first steps towards a better quality of life. Now, as I say, some of these things might be nothing that lands for you. Don't worry, there's no right or wrong here. So we've got our first steps. And then we think about, what's your first milestone? What's that first milestone you've got that gives you a better quality of life? And we can kind of go between our first steps, that first milestone, and on we go. Who are you going to meet along the way? Are there going to be some other people involved in this? Who are they? Where did you find them? Are you going to stick with them? Are you journeying with them? Taking some advice from them? Who are these other people in this journey to a better quality of life? And once we've got so far, once we've made a start, what if we pause at some point? And what do we notice? Is there somewhere we can stop and look at the view? Look back at where we've been? Look ahead at what possibly lies ahead and what we've experienced? So if we pause along the way, what do we notice? And as we've done that journey so far, have we come across any obstacles? What were they? How have we dealt with them? So what's those obstacles? How have we dealt with them? How might we deal with them? And we want to keep going, don't we? Particularly when there's obstacles. So how are we going to maintain momentum in our journey? And as we go along, as we head to those next milestones, what's working well for us? Hey, what's keeping us going here? What's been our successes? It's really easy to get focused on those obstacles, but also what's working well for us. So there we go. Just continue with that sketch, continue with that piece of paper, just drawing out, plotting out whatever comes into your mind about this journey to your better quality of life, a better quality of life that's meaningful for you. And enjoy that sketching and just take time then to reflect over that journey. We'll be sharing in the group that bit of the journey that you want to share. So we're not going to ask everyone to talk through the whole of what they've just done, but share something. Maybe there's something surprising or interesting or funny there or new that we can just pull out and share with that journey. And that's where as a group we'll start to learn from each other. So if you can join the group this afternoon at 4:00, give it a go. That's kind of what we'll be doing. Just that. So you can join in and meet some other carers. I'll put some links in the comments so you can join. No need to sign up. It's just a click and join in Zoom at 4:00. See you there. Take care. Bye bye.